Go.
You blame it on the rain.
Yo and hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your keeper, Delahazed, and joining me tonight I have got Johnny.
Hello.
And Terry.
Hello.
One's a Hellcat, one's an Aussie, but we won't hold it against them. Welcome chat to the Toontown Party. If you can't figure out what the song of the night is, I swear to Christ, you are too young or too ignorant or both. I mean, both is implied by too young, but that's just my ignorant opinion. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoy the show. If not, well, feel free to let me know in the comments section below later. I will skim through and pretend to take those to heart. Hope you guys are having a great day. Johnny, anything new going on in your world today?
Not so much. I didn't do shit this weekend, actually. It was nice.
That is good. That's good. Terry, how about you, bud? Anything new and exciting going on in your week this week?
I've been very successful in my video gaming. I've got two different endings in Catherine. They're both variations in the same thing. And I finished Street Fighter 4 with every single character. So I've been most victorious in my gaming.
Well, look at this overachieving tryhard here. I didn't realize you were such a tryhard, Terry. Gosh, make me look bad.
How long have you known me?
How long have you known me? I'm going to pull a camel on Johnny here. And since when have you known me to pay attention? See, he gets it. He gets it. He's just nodding. All right. Well, I have had, as I was telling you guys, I will re-mention it for the audience. I have had a very successful day, depending on what you define success, and I would like to define it as the complete and total opposite of success. I have had a very annoying day, and it is very trying. But luckily for me, I had some bit of luck beforehand and afterwards. I mean, I did get 2 days in a row where on the wheel at the casino in GTA Online, I got 10,000 RP, which gave me 3.5 level boosts altogether, which is good considering I lost over 60 when I made the switch from PS3 to PC.
Sounds like your Indian blood carries through to the video game world.
Well, it does and it doesn't. I mean, it's not at the same level as it was back in Badger's chat, but
that was hilarious.
I do have my moments. Like the other day when I went to play blackjack, my first three hands were blackjack, 17 where the dealer busted, and 21.
Nice. With Badger, you were trying to lose, and you kept doubling your money.
I know. I am the original rigger. I suffer from rigor mortis.
I did win the car on the big spin.
Yes, I did see that. What was it I won today? Oh yeah, I won 30K. That's it. That's nothing special, but I did end up completing two special challenges, which got me roughly 500,000 in cash by the end of the day today. So that made up for all the loss I suffered, failing to complete any missions because they were too much, even though too much for someone of my lacking skills. Let's put it that way, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it does cost quite a lot for my business to run while I'm not making any money, so I lost a substantial amount.
Wow.
It's like over 10,000 a day.
Oof.
Yeah, 7,075, I think it is, or 75 a day for my bunker and all that jazz, and then 300 and some to staff that bunker, and 300 a day for my assistant. Fuck. And all she does is ask if I'm ready to give her some stocks every time I see her. It's like, bitch, have you ever done anything yet? We've been open for 3 fucking days.
I've only played the single player side of GTA 5, so I'm blissfully ignorant of how multiplayer works. I'm just happy to watch. Was it Johnny and Dax play tennis? That's
Fair enough. I tend to play when I'm not with Johnny and Dax and them. I tend to play solo online myself. I'll either go until I find a public lobby that's empty, or I'll find one that has like max 3 or 4 other people in it, and they seem pretty chill. That way it's the same thing as being alone.
Yes. No, I don't even go online. There's a single player mode. I use that. That's other people just get in the way. I've made this point many times.
No, that is a very fair assessment, and I normally agree. However, lately I have had some gift horse I do not want to look in the mouth where they have just been leaving me alone, and I am very grateful for that. It's like, thank you. Hello. Oh, you're coming in this direction. Okay. Oh, you just want to keep driving. That's good. That's fine.
Yeah.
I've only really had one, maybe 2 players who were like trying to screw with me, but it's mainly because, I poked the bear.
Yeah. See, and I would do that if I was able to back it up, but I'm not, so I won't yet. Trust me, when I can back it up, and I've got a computer that doesn't lag anytime I'm not in first person view, I will gladly go start fucking with people's day, and welcome any repercussions that may or may not come my way because of it. But until then, like Johnny, it's seriously hilarious that my best FPS performance occurs when I'm in first person view.
Really?
The most awkward way to walk or drive in GTA, and it is the best performance I get. My walking speed becomes so much faster, and the frame rate seems to handle a lot better when I'm driving. It's like, this is so annoying, but at least I've had enough practice with the lag that I can still somewhat do a decent job of driving.
Yeah.
I get more bangs and smacks into things in first person, but that's to be expected when you can only see on the perspective of one side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I got my disc install done with Red Dead Redemption 2. But I had to restart my game from the beginning. I just ended up like deleting the whole thing and then reinstalling. And then it corrupted the data from my previous game, which is disappointing, but I mean, it's not like it's going to be, I'm not going to be doing anything really different.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much going for as much of 100% as I can. At least as far as the single player. There's no way in hell I'm gonna platinum that game. Yeah, online Red Dead Redemption can go fuck itself.
With Yakuza, that's my plan. Is as much as is convenient. So it's like, if something is just more trouble than it's worth, it, I'm not going to bother. But I want as close to 100% without driving myself, mental. So
that's platinuming to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
There was a lot of mini games in Yakuza, and most of them are terrible. And so it's like, get 90 points in the karaoke is like one of the missions. Like, not doing that one.
I wonder if it's the same like with is it Sleeping Dogs?
I can't remember. I played that a long time ago.
Yeah, I only played that briefly. I don't have the.
It's a bar. You kind of just move up and down depending on what part of the song you're on.
Oh gosh,
I'd say it's almost like a rhythm game.
The karaoke in Yakuza is basically just the notes move horizontally across the screen. Push the button when it hits the line. It's kind of like Guitar Hero, except horizontal instead of vertical. But it's not fun. Like, unless you're big on J-pop, then maybe you'll like it, but I'm not. And it's a shitty version of Guitar Heroes, and like, I'm not going to get good at this. I'm just going to accept that I'm never going to do this mission.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if it isn't Guitar Hero, it is just a shitty version of Guitar Hero.
That's true.
It makes me wonder if those, like with Sleeping Dogs and Yakuza, if they are as into karaoke as these games like to make it think that they are.
Well, I mean, it's not just the games that perpetuate that. I mean, TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Hell, look at Lucifer. There was an episode where he breaks into a Korean gang club, and half of the fucking rooms are filled with guys doing karaoke.
It's, yeah, some of the mini games you can, I won't say cheat, but gain great external assistance from guides. So, like, there's a home run contest where what you're supposed to do is see which way the ball is moving and then move your cursor to the right section of the 3x3 grid to hit it. What I did was go online, and it says the first ball will be thrown at the middle, the second ball will be in the top left corner, the third ball will, you're like, okay, that makes things much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was let's see, Legend of the Mystical Ninja, like going back to Young Hood. They had their like little puzzle games.
Yeah.
And then pretty much based on where the first match is, you can pretty much guess where all the other ones are with like max accuracy. So it's just like, yeah, you just end up getting a whole bunch of gifts just from that one match game.
Nice.
Yeah, I did the same thing with the pocket circuit, which is like a mini car, like on a track. And you have to customize the car and see who does the best, over like 8 laps. You can go online and says, use these components and you'll win. Like, thank you.
Well, it's like Mario Brothers 3 also, when they had the match game.
Oh, yeah.
They were pretty much set to well, they had like the ones where you play the match game, and if you depending on where, like, I think it's like where 2 matches are, you can pretty much guess the rest of the map from there.
Yeah. Well, I know in Mario 3 you can actually look up and it'll tell you these are like the 8 available ways that the icons can be arranged. So pick this one, and then based on what it is, look up the relevant map, and you'll know the rest of them. There's like, you can just look it up. There's like, it's not random. It's like 8 set arrangements or something.
Yeah, those pattern ones. That's. I'm contemplating whether or not coming up I want to get a Switch. I'm still kind of
My thinking is, what games would you get for it? If you've got a decent enough list, get one. If you only got like 2, then maybe don't bother.
I mean, I thought about it.
I think I have maybe 3.
I thought about it, but it's way too expensive for me still. Maybe once if I can finally get a job, I'll consider it after that. But like, there's a few games I would play. Like, my friends are getting into the Pokemon Unite thing. I'd give that a try and see how what they're up to, like with that. Probably, I think I saw Mario Party games on there. I'd give that. I've always loved those, so fucking definitely go for that.
Yeah, Mario Party's great.
Isn't the new Pokemon Snap on there?
Probably.
going to be. I think they've announced it. I don't think it's out yet.
The new Pokemon Snap?
Yeah, I'm not sure though. I don't follow the Switch.
I've seen streamers play it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Well,
so I would definitely give that a try. It doesn't. I mean, it's about what you'd expect. It still seems like it'd be worth giving a try because Pokemon Snap was a decent game for its time, in my opinion.
I like it.
So I would definitely give it a chance.
Cynic says it's already out and he has it. So there you go.
Yeah. See.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the cat in hell.
I had a Switch and then it broke because until I found out what the problem was, I used to get a lot of power surges and run enough of those through any machinery and it stops working. And the reason I never replaced it is because there weren't games that I wanted on Switch that I couldn't just get on Steam.
Fair enough.
Apart from Mario Galaxy, which I finished, and Smash Brothers, which I did basically all the single-player content that's in the game, and there's a lot of it. But I finished that thing to hell. And that was kind of it. There were no other games that I really cared about. I played the Mario versus Rabbids thing. That was pretty cool. And I had Mario Kart, which is it's never as good as I remember it. It's like, oh yeah, Mario Kart's awesome. And then I played it like, oh fuck this game.
Right? Really? I think we need people to play against. I think it's one of those rare games where you actually need people to enjoy it as much as you used to.
Yeah. And it would be kind of interesting to get a group together and try and stream that.
Yeah, that I'd be up for that.
That or Mario Party. Fuck yeah! I've for a long time I've wanted to find a way to do a Mario Party stream if possible.
If we'd have to probably do it through an emulator.
You could probably do it through a capture card. Through the Switch.
I don't have a Switch, is what I'm saying.
I don't have a Switch either. I'm not in the business of affording a Switch anytime soon. I've already said that.
Yeah.
I could. Might be.
But we could do like one of the earlier Mario Karts. Like you could do like Mario Kart 64, and I'm pretty sure any of us could run a 64 emulator. That's hardly advanced.
I didn't know you could connect online with those things, though.
You can. Some of them have NetPlay, but it just depends on which version of the emulator you're using, because some of them are a lot more touchy than others.
Oh yeah,
like Camel and I got we got the ZS and ES emulator to do NetPlay.
It's Zed. It's Zed SNES.
Zed SNES. Okay.
That sounds like a new Pokemon name for you.
For you common folk.
Just the way he says it, it sounded like a Pokemon saying its name. Zed SNES.
Zed SNES.
Zed SNES.
Zed SNES use broke ass.
Zedness used peasantry. Minimal effort was given.
It's become something of a reflex now because every time I'm on Quippers and a Z comes up in the room code, Jack and I fight over the pronunciation. So it's just automatic. I hear Z and I automatically go Z.
Well, I started saying zebra.
Yes.
And it has driven people nuts. And I'm like, well, that's how I'm saying it from now on. Like,
oh man!
Congratulations.
That was my thing too. When I started saying a boot and a excessively in real life as well as online, people would start commenting like, "Wait! Did you just actually say that?" And then at first it was like, it's a nice novelty. Then they realize, oh, he's gonna keep doing it. All right. It's kind of worn off pretty fast. Now I'm gonna keep doing it even more.
Oddly. Oh, go ahead.
What did Johnny say? He says Z something.
I said
zebra.
Oh, zebra. Yeah. Well, that's how I say it.
Well,
that's how it's said.
What's really funny is it was Trevor Noah that brought it up. I think it was before Jon Stewart left the Daily Show.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking about the difference between zebra and zebra, and how it's really weird how words like that have just different pronunciations for people.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, okay, let me give it a shot. So I'm just like, zebra. Zebra. And then I was, it kind of just stuck in my mind. And then all of a sudden, someone was talking about it when I was working at my previous second job, and I go, I had to like bait the conversation. So I'm like, yeah, we might have it bad, but at least we're not zebras.
Yes.
And he just looks at me and goes, "The fuck are you talking about?" Like, did you just say zebra?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what it's called.
That's how it's said, isn't it? No, it's zebra. Are you sure? I've always pronounced it as zebra.
At the end of the day, they're just fancy-looking donkeys.
Well, it's a word that no one says all the time unless you're maybe working at a zoo.
It's for me, the one that caught me off guard was castle, because there's a lot of people who say castle as if it's like CASSLE, and it's like, why the fuck are you saying it that way? And then it's like, no, well, I guess some people are wrong.
Exactly. I was just going to say, like, leave it to Trevor Noah to point out that there's always going to be someone who gets it wrong. Yeah. Wow, what a revelation, Trevor. Did you figure that out on your own? Who'd you hire to write that useful piece of information for you?
Shortly before getting everything wrong.
My point.
I've never liked Trevor Noah, like even a little bit. He's just, I don't know, something about him is just really not.
It's his voice and the way he talks that it does not go with his face, and all of it together just ruins everything, in my opinion.
His first stand-up is pretty good.
Like,
everything after that is garbage.
Because like John Oliver, as much as I disagree with him politically, he has been like funny in shows like Community and was he in Strangers with Candy, or am I thinking of someone else?
That was Colbert.
Oh, that was Colbert, right? But
rest in peace.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I said rest in peace.
Career-wise, yeah.
That's where his comedy died.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, like Colbert used to be funny. John Oliver used to be funny. I've never found Trevor Noah funny.
John Oliver's stand-up was actually pretty funny.
Yes, John Oliver had some decent shit. I used to enjoy some Jon Stewart and Colbert after I graduated, and shortly before I graduated, kind of thing. I would watch them late night while I was going to bed and stuff like that, and they had some funny stuff that I would enjoy. But of course, time goes on and nothing lasts forever, folks.
CBS abducted his family. There's no way he can go from Colbert Report to complete Snorefest. Otherwise.
Yeah.
The Clinton brainwashing system had nothing to do with this accusation. There's no proof behind these accusations. I am not sad.
Yeah, it's no, Strangers with Candy was a good show. I used to really like it back in the day. So I never got to watch it as much as I would have liked. It was like hard to catch on the Comedy Channel.
Strangers with Candy. This sounds like a lead up to a missing persons report.
It's a good show. What's her name? Amy Sedaris? Is that
Amy
it?
Sedaris, yeah.
She plays Jerry Blank, who's like this middle-aged idiot loser type who's going back to school. Funny show, and Stephen Colbert was in it. And he's actually funny.
That's not completely hard to believe.
I remember at one point he was like, he's the teacher, and he's going, if you would like to not fail, or like if you would not like to not fail, and like he mixes all these knots and like negations in the final exam, raise your hand, and then everyone does. He goes, you have all failed as requested.
Fair enough.
And that's like the one thing I I remember, and even don't remember it well, clearly, from the show. But no, it was fun. It was funny.
So I think you know how Google usually gives you like ads on YouTube videos for stuff you've related to or they think is related to things you search for and shit like that?
Yes.
And how it normally turns out to be nothing you've absolutely ever wanted to consider seeing in your life most of the time.
Well, I have the opposite problem where let's say I've just bought a mattress. I'll get a whole bunch of ads for mattresses. It's like, I don't need one anymore. I bought one.
Well, I keep getting ads for shit I have no interest or have never had any interest in or expressed any interest in on the internet, such as the Manscaped commercials or
Oh God, yeah.
like
everywhere.
I don't care. These are fucking 5-minute ads of him going unnecessarily long on the excitement factor, and now you've got it in Star Wars theme. Good for you. I don't care about any of that.
I do like the commercials that have that guy with long hair for Dr. Squatch.
Oh, that
Yeah.
guy. I hate those ones the most. Those are so annoying. Oh,
they're moderately funny, but at least I'm not like, hurry up and get the Skep ad already.
See, this is why I'm glad I use Brave. No ads.
see, those are the ones I hate most because they are the longest ones. And there are a few times where I'm just at the point where, you know what? I'm playing this video in the background. There's an ad going, and normally I would skip it to either continue the video or just end the video that's about to end and move on to the next one. But I'm just going to focus on this till the ad ends. It's only like a 2-minute ad. I can ignore that very easily. No, the Squatch ones, they're there for like fucking 10 minutes, it feels like.
Yeah.
And you hear every second. It's like, okay, will you just stop already? I cannot ignore you. I have a very high patience tolerance, but you have fucking diminished that exponentially, sir. What is wrong with you?
The only ads that I used to actually like getting were the sports bet ones, which you probably won't get if you're not in Australia. But sports bet did good ads. I used to enjoy those.
Well, when I'm at my brother's house, I get different ads. When I'm at my brother's house, I get different ads on YouTube, and I get the feeling that YouTube's trying to tell me something. Because I keep getting ads for New York.
Oh dear God.
It's like, why? Of course, if it's not New York, it's Edmonton, which is substantially closer, but still at the same time, why?
Yeah.
I remember with Suit Yourself's old videos, I used to get traveling to Australia. Like, no.
See, now that one would actually make sense for me.
But that was a long time ago.
The only thing I remember from Suit Yourself is that I was indirectly in one of his videos because he was replying to a Steve Shives video where Steve Shives was like answering questions from the comments on the previous week, and my question was included in the video that Suit Yourself was replying to. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know the name. I know I knew more than that, not much at one point, and that I don't give a shit, and there's no reason. And while I don't know what the reason not to change that is, I know there is no reason not to change that, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that like I was watching Steve Shives because I was like, this will be funny. Like let's see how stupid he is. And then in the at the end of the video, he's like, okay, so if you've got any questions you want me to answer, just put them in the comment section and I'll get to them next week. Like, let's see if he does. And I was like, why do you ask people to like the video when you hide the likes on every video? and like he did answer it. He did answer it, so I'll give him credit for that.
And that's good. Credit where it's due.
Yeah. His answer was basically to stop the trolls from mass disliking his video.
Because that's going to stop them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the problem in the first place.
Because, they're not going to want to. I mean, from my perspective, I would think if that was what my goal was to mass flag it with downvotes, I would want to double down just to make sure that it got through if I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
That's just my thought process. I don't know. I don't know about other people who would actually do this.
But in the world of Steve Shives, it makes it less fun for the downvoter if they can't see how many downvotes there are.
Has he never heard of a headcanon?
I don't know. I just thought it was very, very funny. And then Suit Yourself replied to that part of the video where he's answering my question. Like, oh, cool. I'm in the video.
Like right now in my headcanon, I'm seeing 90 thumbs up on this stream right now, and that is a fucking beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, it's got a 9 and a 0 right next to each other. You must be right.
I don't see anything in between those two numbers, so I mean,
yeah.
Hey, I'm doing fucking fantastic tonight. This is probably my best stream ever. Woohoo!
Hell yeah!
It says right there, 9 and a 0.
Exactly.
See, we are one like away from 100, folks. That is how math works. It goes wrong. One, another one, and boom, you're at 100.
He's not wrong. If we get one more like, it will say 100.
Next thing you know.
Yeah, in a perfect world. I'm just lucky it didn't go down to 80.
But with Suit Yourself, he's the one who showed me the Straya song, which I am forever in his debt. Which is the song Hey Ya by Outkast?
Hell yeah.
Someone did a version where it's like an ad for Australia, and they're going, Straya.
Oh my god.
And it's brilliant, and it's the best thing ever. And thank you.
I need to hear that.
I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put a link to it.
Please. I wonder if any of his old stuff would be there.
Because that would be amazing.
Here we go. Easy to find. It's, copy link. Okay, so I just put it in chat, in like the YouTube chat. The link to Straya.
There we go. I will be listening to that later for sure.
So will I.
Yeah, I'm going to be listening to that and shut up at your face because Prospero was kind enough to remind me of that other gem that you've introduced me to.
I love that song.
Oh my God, it's a fantastic song.
I mean, people hate on it, but fuck, Joe Dolce is a genius. That song was brilliant.
Dude, people hate on the song that I used for the title, I'm sure, but goddamn, Aqua did some good songs, and I will fight anyone who says differently in a serious tone.
But like, I enjoy the Donkey Kong rap.
I will say that 24 hours of I'm a Barbie Girl.
Oh God,
will forever taint me against anything Aqua makes.
See,
that's fair.
That's where you went wrong, man. You got to change it up. You got to listen to the good songs. I mean, yeah, you got to subject yourself to Barbie Girl, but you got to listen to the good songs, man, like Dr. Jones or.
At that moment, I was not allowed to touch the CD player.
See,
it was.
What year was this? It doesn't matter what year this was. I guarantee there was something that used headphones that you could have fucking used as a substitute.
No. I had nothing.
You're not older than the Walkman. I guarantee that.
Oh, I know, but I was old enough to grab the radio and huck it out the fucking window, but I wasn't allowed to. Like it was Christmas at my sister's family's house.
Oh yeah,
and oh man, it was 24 hours of the Macarena.
Oh God,
and I'm a Barbie Girl. And Bop.
Oh, Hanson. See, you're describing every school dance of my childhood and high school life. That's all it was that. And then, of course, Avril Lavigne and all the other fucking shit that came along the way. But yeah.
And thus, this is how Torture Is How You Make Friends was created.
And this is how I grew tolerance to that shit.
No, but the songs aren't that bad if you listen to them once. You wouldn't want to listen to them over and over and over. They're not good enough to hold up to that level of play. But like once in a while, they're not bad songs.
Yes. And Mr. Adams saying, do that Six Flags song. The Venga Bus is coming. That is definitely a very fun song to enjoy.
I love that song.
The Venga Boys are a very fun band. Like they've got some very high energy songs that are very infectious, I find. And I like that.
Which one was
They
that?
like to party. They like to party.
We Like to Party by the Venga Boys.
I'll have to look that one. It's not coming to mind.
I'm
I'm pretty sure it's one of those things like once I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yep,
I mean, I could sing some lyrics, but we've got an actual audience right now. I don't want to turn them away just yet.
Yeah.
New York to San Francisco.
Disco. Oh, see, I hear it quite often every time Jess Southern goes live on her DJ stream. More often than not, there's a good chance they'll play that, and there's a lot of times where they end up playing the DK rap, which I very much appreciate too.
Awesome.
Yes. That is a very big. That is a very big and important song in the Jessu TV world, and I very much appreciate that about her.
Now, my ex's, or my stepson rather, when he was in third grade, they had what's called I don't know if you've heard of Crazy Frog.
Oh yeah, Crazy Frog got me 100% in English once.
Nice.
For alliteration.
They took that song. And
which one?
The
Axel.
I think
the party one, the party song.
Oh, okay.
For the Six Flags thing.
Okay.
Yeah. They took that song and then put like a bunch of Crazy Frog bullshit to it, and I'm just like, that was another one that it had to be played when we went to pick him up from school, and I'm like, I want you to die.
I do think we all should thank Badger for making the DK rap as big a deal as it ended up becoming.
Oh God, yes.
Like if he just listened to it and said, "Yeah, this is kind of shit," and then moved on, he probably would have just left it at that. But he was like, he heard like 2 seconds of the song. He's like, "Nope, I'm not listening to this." He was like, "Oh, yes, you are."
He gave Datloff a better chance than he gave the DK rap.
Yeah,
I'm so upset with both of his fucking opinions on those songs, but still.
As soon as he did that, oh yes, you will.
Challenge accepted, motherfucker. Okay, blacklist.
That was funny.
Just so you're familiar. I did like Tub Thumping. I did like
Tub Thumping.
Oh yeah, it's a great song.
It's simple.
Right.
It's effective, and gosh darn it, people like it.
But I do remember on Della's Twitch streams, if you typed in DK rap through the song search, it came up with this weird version, whereas like alternate lyrics about coconut guns, like every line was about a coconut gun sort of thing. It was really, really strange.
It was a bad remix, I think.
Yeah. And then Della actually had to find a link to the right one and enter in like a stream command. So if you did, was it !Badger?
Yeah.
It played the good version of the Donkey Kong rap.
Yeah, type !Badger. It's like, oh, Badger's arrived. Time to whip out the Badger repellent. Play the DK rap.
What's wrong with your avatar's eye, Johnny? It looks like
it's because I'm looked over here, so the camera is like.
Oh, okay.
You got something in your eye.
If I'm looking normally.
Yeah.
Although I actually do have something in my eye.
Oh, kitty got something in his eye. Oh, there we go.
Usually, if I scratch myself, I get these weird little face things going on.
Yeah.
He got a little ember in his eye. Look at that little spark flying around.
If I rub my nose, you'll do this like kind of look to it. But yeah, it's.
But yeah, no, I just looked over and I saw like one eye was like half shut and the other one was fine. It's like, what's going on there?
You're appropriating my culture, Johnny.
I'm having a stroke.
You're appropriating my culture. I feel mocked here. I feel mocked. This is cyclopist. This is sightist, yo. Ableism.
Man, I need pause.
What?
I gotta see if this avatar could get pause.
Yeah. But the other one that got played all the time on Della's stream was this song's just 6 words long. That is such a good song.
Song is just 6 words. There you go. That's it. My next stream is going to be 6 words long.
Nice.
This stream is just 6 words long.
Oh, man.
And then after the 6th word, I'm going to be like, that's it. We're done. Bye, folks.
I mean, Weird Al is great at the best of times, but he was on fire with 6 words long. That is like one of his standouts for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like the song that it's based on, and he's not wrong in his accusations.
It's true.
I liked Alapazoo. That one. That album that was black and had the Jurassic Park song on there.
I think Reject is trying to get the song title to be accepted by YouTube because he's got to break it up into like 6 lines.
I mean, it's an accurate title. It's an accurate title.
It is. It's also a good song.
It is.
Yeah, the Bloodhound Gang's pretty good.
Oh, that they are. Pac-Man on crack.
The first song I heard was Hold Your Head Up High.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the first Bloodhound Gang song I ever heard was The Bad Touch.
Same, of course.
I think that was most people's.
I heard it because there's a college station that plays in town, and every Wednesday they play a bunch of like punk songs and whatnot, and a bunch of like stand-up comics. So like Stephen Wright, they'd play some of his routines,
cool.
A few other stand-ups, and then they play like Bloodhound Gang and Brian Setzer.
The other Bloodhound Gang song that I heard a lot was Why Is Everybody Always Picking on Me? I like that one too. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Reject says Roof is on fire for her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah, Hold Your Head Up High and Blow Your Brains Out is the full.
Fire, Water, Burn. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't The Roof is on Fire, but I couldn't remember what it actually was.
Of course, can't forget Ralph Wiggum. Because you look like Chewbacca and you sit when you pee. Yep, that's the song. That is the song. And something about having a nose like Bill Cosby. Didn't Bloodhound Gang do Pac-Man on crack as well?
Yeah, that was.
Because
I think
Pac-Man's back and high on crack again. 40.
I think that is track 3 on Hooray for Boobies.
God, if Bad Touch was not my first Bloodhound Gang song, then definitely Pac-Man on Crack was, but I'm pretty sure it was Bad Touch and then Pac-Man on Crack.
But Fire, Water, Burn has one of my favorite lyrics, which is I'm not black like Barry White. No, I'm white like Frank Black is. That's pretty good.
Mope. That's what it's called.
Yes. And everything by Lonely Island is good. I can see why people would think that. I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't necessarily agree. I think some of it is unnecessary, but it's still very entertaining, I find. I do love Jack Sparrow. The Michael Bolton one, that is a great one.
Mm-hmm. Michael Bolton, you mean the guy from Office Space?
Sure.
I will die on that hill.
Good for you, sir. It's nice to have principles, I'm told.
Well, why should he change his name? It's the other guy who sucks.
It's funny they brought back Love Connection, and he's the co-host. He looks so fucking old now.
Oh, Betty does. Johnny in chat, Johnny Hellcat has a chat contribution, which is Andy Samberg is overrated. I've only seen him in one thing, and he was okay, like nothing special.
He's all right in a couple things. He's Andy Samberg. It doesn't always play well, but he's good enough in my opinion.
He's Adam Sandler's retarded brother.
All right, that's not entirely fair. That's not entirely inaccurate, though.
he was all right in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was like
agreed,
passable. I didn't have a problem with him.
I don't know. Jimmy Fallon was Adam Sandler's derpy clone.
And Reject liked Michael Bolton. Well, I mean, he was a good character in Office Space. There's no reason not to like him.
Dave Herman is like, I love that guy.
Yeah, he was my favorite on Mad TV.
And just hearing his voice, and I'm like, why does that sound so familiar? As I'm watching Futurama.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm sitting there, I was like, why does that name sound so familiar? And then I was watching Office Space, and I'm like,
What's the other guy from Mad TV that does like 1,000,001 voices? I'm pretty sure he's also in Futurama. Let me look it up. Mad TV. Because there's a black guy in from Mad TV who's like in
Phil Lamar. He's also in Futurama.
That's who I'm thinking of. Phil Lamar.
Oh, I never even realized that. Like I've always when I see the name or hear the name Phil Lamar, I can immediately connect it to Futurama, but I never fucking clued into the Mad TV.
He also does the animated voice of Aquaman.
Yeah. He does all the voices in everything.
Did you hear?
It's amazing.
You
how
heard
much
any
stuff
voice
you
ever?
actually think he's
That's
in.
him.
Like, yeah, it's amazing how many stuff he voices, and you're like, "There's no way that was fucking you."
He's like the Black Tom Kenny in terms of how far and wide his acting career, his voice acting career has taken him. He's in everything. You can't get away from him. It's like Troy Baker and Laura Bailey. They're in everything too.
Yeah.
Like, if you've played a game, one of those probably did a voice, probably both.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't either of them, it was Yuri Lowenthal.
Then you've got people who are in so many things, but it's the same few voices every time. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of times it works.
Yeah.
But then there's just some where it's like, okay, this voice does not fit this character.
Well, that's not on them. I don't blame the actor for that. I blame the casting director.
I agree.
You know this person only has one voice, and you like if you hire Gilbert Gottfried, for example, he has one voice, And if that voice doesn't fit the character, you shouldn't have hired him to do the voice of that character.
But that's why Gilbert Godfrey's got a voice that fits everything.
In fact, you should be fired. Right?
I mean, he would be the perfect librarian. Let me ask you to keep your voice down, all right? There are people trying to study. This is a library, not a rec hall. Thank you.
I mean, I think it's a great voice. I mean, obviously it's not his real voice because no one could live life if that was their real voice. But as far as a performance voice goes, it's very iconic. It's very, very memorable.
And then, like, I don't know if this was dipping into anime territory, but the voice of Gaara from the Naruto series is also
Narutard. Ew, we got a Narutard. Just kidding. I know what you're talking about. The voice.
He did a show called Monster.
Okay.
And where he plays a doctor who saves this kid's life, and the kid turns out to be a serial killer.
Oh, nice.
And then, yeah, it's just they have this connection. I never even finished the show, but it was pretty. It wasn't bad.
You just reminded me that I bought a board game purely on the back of a review because of how they described the story, where you play as a woman in a mental institution, and she thinks that she's helping people, but she's actually doing all these horrific things. The review didn't go into detail, so I don't know yet what kind of horrific things, but it put me in the mind of Harvey's New Eyes, where Lily is like innocently murdering her entire class.
That was a good game.
That was a great
game. God. That was fun.
I'm hoping that it's similar to that, and like based on the review, it kind of sounds like it's a similar kind of thing. So I'm gonna play the hell out of that when it arrives.
Oh man, I still gotta wait till December before my board game arrives.
Which one did you get?
That Batman one.
Oh right, yeah. I remember TUES was putting the Kickstarter link on Twitter.
Yeah, I ended up joining it. They just finally took the payment recently, and
cool.
Says they're on track to get it shipped out by December like they planned.
Nice.
So, barring any unforeseen events, of course. But yeah,
that sounds great. I always like when a Kickstarter game gets delivered because, like, usually there's enough time that you're not fully expecting. It's like you just get an email saying, "Oh yeah, we shipped your game." It's like, "Oh hell yeah, I remember I ordered that."
Oh yeah, I've got it fucking track. I'm keeping track on that. It is. I cannot wait to give that a try. Like, they just did an update where they said they sent it over to Warner Brothers and got approval for it. So now it's in the factory and whatnot, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, getting the rights is always going to be a pain in the ass.
But some of the stuff, like the minis and the dice, it all looks pretty cool. I can't wait to actually give it a go and try out the single player, and then maybe try and figure out a way to potentially do the multiplayer online with people if they want.
If the single player is good enough, and I think if they made a version that didn't have minis, like a cheaper version, because the price was what put me off that game. Mm-hmm. If they had a cheaper version with like cardboard standouts instead of like full minis, I could see that being a better option for me.
Fair enough.
Phil Lamar's first TV series.
Yeah.
From 1984, Mr. T.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And then he's in Murphy Brown. That's reaching back.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who do you think does Mr. T impressions on Futurama?
Power Factory featuring CNC Music Factory.
Oh wow! I remember CNC Music Factory.
Damn.
I remember that episode of Wings. Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a show.
see. I didn't know he was in Biodome.
Yep.
Let's see.
I vaguely remember seeing that name on the credits.
Clerks, the TV series.
Oh, God. Oh, did you see speaking of Clerks, did you see the most inspiring thing and pride-fulfilling thing that anyone has ever done posted on Twitter recently there, Johnny?
Which one?
Despite a lack of anyone asking for it, Kevin Smith has taken it upon himself to undergo the bold undertaking of making Clerks 3.
Oh, boy.
I know, right? What a brag. Seriously, who gives a shit? He fucking bragged about, I'm working on Clerks 3 that nobody asked for. Okay. I also made Yoga Hosers, and I regret giving that a chance. That was seriously a painful movie to sit through. That sucked.
I mean, I didn't even watch the first two Clerks movies, so
I liked the first Clerks movie, and that was it.
Second one had some memeable moments, but that's it. You have to really have your brain off to enjoy it, which is something I'm very used to, so I didn't mind it. But otherwise, it's just like more for memes.
My brain doesn't really switch off properly. I don't get into the mindless fun unless it still has to be really well done. Like there has to be something there for me to appreciate rather than just mindless ha ha ha, this is fun.
Hey Camel.
Hey Camel. Probably because I bet no one was asking for it then too. And yeah, and then he mentioned some other project that he was working on or had worked on or whatever, and it's like I haven't even heard of that, and I'm not even going to bother trying to fucking pretend I care, so fuck off.
Nah.
Like, Yoga Hosers, I gave that a chance just because maybe I thought, like, you're going with Hosers. That's clearly a play on Canada, and looking by the pictures I seen, it seemed like it. So, yeah, I'm going to fucking give it a chance just to see if you can make it, corny funny, at least, for the Canada jokes. Let's go with that. No. It was just a shitty movie to get your daughter a role in, and it just so happened that Johnny Depp and his daughter decided, hey, we're going to jump on board for this with whatever fucking reason we decided to. I don't know.
Because they're friends.
I never got really into Kevin Smith's movies. Like the ones I saw, they were like, they're okay. Like I saw Mallrats, that was fine.
It's the martial arts kid movie from that Will Smith gave his kid.
Yes. Oh God, they ruined that. Poor Jackie Chan. Oh.
And there's gonna be a sequel.
I heard. Oh my God, Black and Yellow.
And Jackie Chan's not in it.
Oh, right in the balls. You know what? If it's another,
even better. Jaden's still the lead character.
Well, I mean, duh.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I would absolutely laugh my balls off if they recast.
So is he going to have a different Chinese martial arts teacher?
No, he's going to be the martial arts teacher.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
That kid couldn't teach a fucking wet paper bag how to open. Hell, that kid couldn't teach an open paper bag how to open. Jesus Christ, no. I mean, this would have been, at the very least, if they kept Jackie Chan, it would have been at the very least, their opportunity to fix the mistake of not making Black and Yellow the theme song in the movie.
Yeah. No,
that's all I could think of the whole time I watched that movie when I first saw it. It's like black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I'm going to hell, but it is worth it. Oh God!
I just got a good email. Apparently, my game has been shipped. So I don't know when that'll get here, but probably, a week or two.
Speak of the devil, and it shall happen.
Yeah.
Fucking nice.
I'll let you guys know how good or bad the game ends up being. Because the review was saying they had ethical problems playing the game because they felt so bad about making this person do all the horrible things. It's like, okay, that's retarded.
That kind of point.
Like, quit being a person and play the game. Take your goddamn emotions out of it and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I mean, the whole point is that it's dark and sort of, perverted and sort of creepy. That, like, this person thinks they're innocently helping people and they're actually doing terrible things. Like, that's a cool idea. It was cool when Lily did it, and I'm hoping it's going to be cool when this Maria chick from 50 Clues is the name of the game. I hope it's just as cool when she does it.
There you go. All right. Well, time flies, but I think I'm going to wrap up here because I'm running out of things to talk about. And I would like to have another attempt, and hopefully a slightly better one, at grinding some GTA tonight. So I'm going to dip out here and take you guys with me. Unfortunately, that's just how things are. You don't get a choice, but pretend you do. Pretend you chose my way, and we'll all be happy. Do you guys have any parting thoughts before I forcibly volunteer you to leave?
Let's see. If you haven't played Edna and Harvey's New Eyes, it is a fantastic game.
Indeed. And look at that. Before we get Johnny, we are up to 110 likes, people. I love it. That is awesome. All those bots are my new favorite bots. I don't care whose bots they are my favorite because there's only 6 people and we got up to 110. Headcanons are amazing. I swear to God, live your life in a headcanon. Nothing will ever go wrong again. Key to happiness right there. Johnny, go.
Adam Sandler is proof that cloning should never exist.
True.
I mean, except to solve world hunger, but that's another conversation.
Save it for sheep. Humans should never be cloned.
Infinite lamb chops. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Lamb is the best meat. I've said this many times.
Oh, I just meant like the
chops.
puppet. Infinite lamb chop puppets. Those guys were awesome. Lamb chop was the best puppet.
Also true. I did like Sherry Lewis and Lamb chop.
That was great. Nice little classic remnant for you folks. And that's where we're going to end. So thank you guys for coming to hang out. I hope you enjoyed this random Sunday night as usual. And I know I've promised this before, but I swear to God, he is scheduled to host tomorrow as usual. It is Monday. Look, if he's not here tomorrow, either early, late, or on time, you can give me shit down in the comment section below. I will skim through them and pretend they go to heart. I will shed a tear if it makes you feel better. You do what you need to do. But be on the lookout for Quiz. Keep an eye out on Discord and or Twitter to see when he goes live so you don't miss an awesome moment of the paint stream. Until then, I will see you guys next week, likely when I hang out with Poppy. Otherwise, a week after that when I'm hosting on my own again. And in the meantime, if you guys are I'm looking for people who want to play some modded Among Us. I've already got 2 volunteers who would like to give it a try with me here conveniently. If anyone in the chat would like to give that a try, if that sounds interesting to you, please let me know. We can talk and figure out when would be good for everyone and stuff like that.
Cough,
I would
cough,
like
camel.
to. What?
I said cough, cough, camel.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna get to that by saying, and if you're worried about mods being complicated, it's actually easy. I mean, I figured it out, so I should be able to help you. It's just a simple download and run. So yeah, let me know. It could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, some of those game modes sound really interesting, so I'm looking forward to trying it.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I just want a chance to play the Time Lord role. All right, it is my role. I need to play it, guys. Help me out, okay? Let's do this.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
All right, I will see you guys when I see you. Have fun, and thank you once
Bye,
again for
guys.
coming out, guys.
Have a
But
good night.
the zoo is closed.